There would be a lot of people behind us if they knew about us, but we don't get a lot of media coverage, and that's okay. We don't like the media coverage because we like word of mouth, because word of mouth is a lot more trusting than what you see on TV. So it's just my opinion, and that's why I want to start helping the communities to get their backing. You know, like go out and help them. Go out and look. You're applying for oak to get winterized. You know what? Let us help you. We've got enough donations to winterize your house for you. That's what I want to start. You bring the communities together. You start from the foundation and you work your way up.
Great.
Hey everybody. As far as the Public Relations Committee and Media Committee, we are in charge of keeping the media informed as to what we're doing, creating a unified message, just basically letting them know what we're up to and what they don't have to worry about from us. So, quite simply, just anything that's going to the press. We also try to make sure that they have contact within our group for interviews.
Peace, guys.
We get a lot of emails.
Hugs and kisses.
Good
day.
We get a lot of emails coming in that require immediate responses from newspapers wanting to interview. We had a radio spot the other day we had to find somebody for. Just things of that nature. Definitely, we have to act pretty fast, and there's a lot of people that want to talk to us. There's almost more people that want to talk to us than we can catch up with.
Who's handling the Twitter account, just out of curiosity?
That's the communications.
Twitter account is the Communications Committee. Also, Travis Hughes has been volunteering with that as one of the main handlers of that. He is on the Communications Committee.
Kellen has the blog. He just left.
The guy that just left, Kellen, has been writing a blog for us.
Occupy 417 is now up, and anybody can join. All the information's on it.
And check the blog. Same server as this blog here. This gentleman right here, what's your name, sir?
Darren.
Darren has got occupy417.com up and running for us, so we don't have that website.
Cool. Yeah.
And then we also have, does anybody with the legal committee?
I'm here.
Which one of you wants to?
Yeah, legal committee. I will not press any buttons. Anyway, legal committee, basically we address the kind of the questions that come up within these meetings. Anything with legality, like your questions about whether or not we'll get kicked out, whether or not the lawyers are concerned about our presence. What? Can you hold it closer? It's hard to hear you. Sorry.
There you go.
Anyway, so that is what we do. We're communicating with park boards, we're communicating with the city planner, and just things like that, of that nature. We also only have about 2 or 3 people on the committee, so we could use some support, or if you guys have questions or have any, insider knowledge, know any cool lawyers that'd be down with us, that'd be nice. And we do not have a standing meeting, but we're working on communicating that to each other. So.
Also by Kellen, it's been spoken on a little bit. There's some confusion. Understand for the future when I reference Jordan Valley Park, the whole area is fairly dense. There is an empty lot that is very large. Mitch Potts and I scouted it out. It's wonderful. It's nice. It's flat. It's dry. Very campable. Very large. It is within a half a block. It's actually right next door to Jordan Valley Park. It is half a block away from the federal courthouse. For those of you who are a little angry about the Citizens United decision to privatize or to make corporations private citizens, it is within 4 blocks of the square. It is within a half mile of City Hall, where we march past today. It's got, I just want to go over what's been already been gone through in the Direct Action Committee and reiterate it for the benefit of the people who are not there. The Direct Action Committee also decided to propose a couple fallback sites. Jubilee Park is within something like 5 blocks. It's about a half block park. It's not that terribly big, but it's a good fallback, very close nearby. And also Jenny Lincoln Park, just south of the square, as a third fallback, in case we have too many people for that. It's been suggested that location, I went out there with Midge and a couple other people to protest yesterday, and I was very impressed. The traffic is not as high as Battlefield and Glenstone, however. It is very nice, very spacious, and during a business day, a weekday, it would be quite busy. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there for anyone who had confusion. When Jordan Valley Park is literally right there where that lot is. It's been recommended by Kelly.
Occupying Bank of America's parking lot and falling back to the Unitarian Church. Let's get some more discussion on that so we can take a vote on that. Is there any discussion directly relating to that location?
Well, to answer your question, discussion related to that location, I would just second what Cossum had said, that it's a high traffic location starting out of Bank of America right there at that intersection, that we could cause traffic accidents by protesting right there, and that could be...
I wasn't protesting when it happened.
This is just my opinion about it, and I would just say that I think that we should look at another location to begin with and think about the Unitarian as a fallback. But it sounds like to me that we have actually a proposal on the table to select a location, essentially, and one of them was the Unitarian Universalist Church as a camp-out location, begin at Bank of America. The other one is the field that is in escrow. And we have a couple other fallback locations, but it sounds like that's a proposal that we need to select. We need to vote on each one of those and get it done, and then okay, she's saying no.
I'm saying, like, let's set up how many places we have. Let's just start with how many places are options.
Okay.
Well, here's what I have written down. Tell me if I missed anything.
Good.
Bank of America, the location the city offers us, the park behind J.Q. Hammond's Tower, Jordan Valley Park.
The park behind J.Q. Hammond's and Jordan Valley is the same.
No, it's not.
No point.
No, it's not. The park behind J.Q. Hammond's is not the same as Jordan Valley. The park behind J.Q. Hammond's is what they're talking about is that big open field between Hammond's Tower and the parking garage.
It's right across the street from.
Did I miss anything?
About the Unitarian Church.
That's the Bank of America, right?
Did I miss anything?
It is not developed. That field is in escrow. No.
Big empty field.
The empty field.
So I got Bank of America, the location the city offers us, place behind J.Q. Hammond's Tower, and Jordan Valley Park. Anyone else?
Which one's the escrow? Which one of those?
The big open field behind Hammond's Tower.
Okay.
Let's just agree to call that the escrow field.
I think that's
Okay. I was going to say, or Mike talk.
the escrow.
Oh.
And then, yes.
Over here. Is it red? Don't push buttons.
I guess it's more of a question because we had talked earlier about maybe giving the city kind of a date, Wednesday at the end of business or coming for a meeting. Is that still on the table? Okay, just check. Okay.
Over there.
Can you make that official? You say that what you just said and make it as a statement.
Okay. What is happening right now? The locations we're discussing are being discussed as a secondary location should the city give us somewhere that is not acceptable, that is not visible, that we are not relevant. That's what's going on right now.
Okay.
Can we take a vote?
It's closed discussion, just take a vote.
In considering which of these places we're going to vote for, I'd like everybody to keep in mind, I'd even like to vote if we're voting for a place that we're very potentially going to get kicked out of, or a place that we can occupy and stay. Like, I kind of like a vote right now. How many people are for a place that we could potentially be kicked out of because there are curfews at parks and there, Battlefield and Glenstone, we're not going to be able to stay there. For me, I personally believe that's a waste of time and energy. But everybody has their own opinion, so I suggest we vote just on that because that weeds out our options a little bit.
Are there any objections to go ahead and taking a vote where we want to, as far as private versus public? We are seeing what the city offers. This is a secondary location. This is in case the city doesn't offer anything acceptable.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I forgot about her. I'm sorry. I did not mean to forget about you.
I know there is, it's illegal for churches to have a bearing on politics. I'm not sure of all the details, but we should probably check into that before we, ask the church if they're willing. And also, we should probably find out if the church is willing before we vote on it.
Then we have two over here.
Mine doesn't actually matter that much.
Your voice always matters. Don't say that.
Right. But what I
Tell 'em,
say
Liz.
doesn't matter that much.
I grew up
It's not that
in a
pressing.
Unitarian church, and I can go and check with them if you guys want me to. And I know that political activists have repeatedly met there. I don't know if they charge them rent or not, or charge them a fee per meeting. I think they did in some cases, but now it's met there and various other political organizations. So I can check if there's one.
Thank you.
We got checkers. All right.
I think that one thing we're kind of preoccupied with here is the symbolism of where we you have to remember that all these suggestions, like the Bank of America, are potential actions. Don't take the move out of movement. You know, you could have a base camp and target these areas, and it's you know, this is what keeps the movement vital.
Yeah.
This is you know, you move from an encampment to the objects of your protest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
On that note, let's take a vote. We are voting on the secondary location should the city not provide us with an acceptable location. This is going to be our encampments. This is going to be where our base camp effectively. The options on the table: Bank of America, Unitarian Church, Escrow Field, and Jordan Valley Park. All those in favor?
Hold on a second. I got a question.
They were proposed.
Okay. As far as the escrow, how do we know the attorneys won't eventually throw the people out? What somebody said that they.
That was Chris.
Could you give us a little more information on that?
He's got it for you right there.
Speaking on that, the one nice thing about Escrow Field and Jordan Valley Park both is that they are right across the street from each other, and we're not talking a ginormous Glintstone style street. This is only like 3-4 lanes. So if we were to vote and pass Escrow Park or Jordan Valley and we get kicked out of one, the other presents a viable possibility because they're both more or less grassy fields and they're right next to each other.
Literally.
I imagine if this gets big enough, we'll end up spreading to the other anyway.
What about the lawyers?
Yeah, that's
We do on the legal
The city
committee
attorney-
have someone who's contacted those lawyers and the city planner, and they're trying to work together with us to get a space like that open. And I think that's a space that's what we're waiting till Wednesday, I think, for. Is if they're going to give us that.
Doug Burleson recommended the escrow park. He's a city councilman. Also, we
That's a
don't.
pretty big statement. Doug Burleson, a city councilman, recommended us the escrow lot.
Yeah. Now we don't know that the lawyers aren't going to kick us out, but we know that it'll take them a long time because it's bureaucratic and it's not really in anybody's hands right now if they are going to kick us out. Whereas if we were in like Bank of America, they're just going to kick us out right away.
One of the good places any to have that.
Yeah.
I promise you guys, I will do everything I can to keep this thing kicked out. I teach real estate law. Okay, I teach pre-licensure.
Yeah. All right.
We're going to get a suit to all your lawyers.
All right, one time. One more discussion.
Thank you.
All right. All those in favor of Bank of America as a staging location, raise your hand.
Keep them up.
All those in favor of the Unitarian Church as a base camp, raise your hand.
Maybe.
We don't know if they're okay.
We should postpone this.
I think we should because
Escrow Field as a base location.
It's a good start.
And Jordan Valley Park. Okay. Escrow Field is our proposed secondary location should the city not provide us with an acceptable location. That has been voted on and passed by
I don't need it.
What you got?
Okay, what about bathrooms? What about hygiene?
I can address that directly.
Porta potties already donated 4
I have access. I have more than probable access to four or five porta potties.
Yeah.
And Jordan Valley has bathrooms.
That is actually a very good question.
Never ask about questions on how much you're going to get paid for. Wait till it happens.
We're still talking here.
Yeah.
Start over!
Can't hear you. Hey!
Quiet, please!
Go ahead, Judge.
My question was, I don't know who posted that, but I think it would be a good idea if we had a present there, someone who's going to donate us the table.
The food
It's the Ozark Food Harvest next weekend.
What she's saying is the Ozarks Food Harvest is offering us either a free tent or a free table for the thing. She said it would be. She proposes it's a good idea. I believe we have some people here tonight to speak on it.
I've been in contact with Winston, the guy who's organizing Food Day, and he's offered us both a table at a $150 value and a tent space at a $250 value. So I'm checking on a tent right now that my parents actually have that would meet their requirements for being open on all sides, and a 10x10. I've talked with a couple of people here already about maybe having a planning meeting for it on Tuesday night. So far, I've got flyers made. Debbie is going to be making some, what are they? Magnets that show 99%. We'll be making some food for it. And also running live video feed on a computer of the Wall Street 99% protest.
Before we get too much farther into the food harvest, we still need to decide on a date for when we want to either be occupying the city's location or the escrow field.
Immediately!
Hang on. Hands.
After Wednesday.
Hands. Anybody have a proposal for the date?
Hands. We got hands all over the place.
For what date?
I vote.
What they're
proposing. Try and occupy the Friday following the Wednesday meeting. Wednesday will allow them to bring their city council or park board member to our meeting to make an offer. We will vote on that Wednesday as to whether or not we take that offer or go towards the escrow lot. I say that gives us 2 days to plan and prepare following the next General Assembly meeting, and it's kicking us into high gear with the Occupy Together movement. We can really have a presence.
Seconded. That has been seconded. Discussion on starting the Occupy movement by Friday, wherever it's going to be. Discussion.
What needs to be discussed?
Anything? All right, let's take a vote. All in favor, aye?
Aye!
All opposed, no? All right. We will be occupying next Friday, whether that is the city's location or escrow field. The location will be decided at the Wednesday General Assembly meeting. All right. Food harvest.
Food harvest.
Can you? What? I have a question. My question is, I don't understand, is this an event that's happening that we're going to go have a presence at? I didn't really get it, what was being discussed. So can we restate the discussion? Okay.
Probably has a little more information, but it is an event that's being put on. It's for
Speaking of microphone.
Party foul.
Can you hear me? I didn't throw it.
If you are handed the megaphone, do not push a single button on it.
It is a food day. It's where a lot of local vendors, a lot of local businesses come together. It's an admission for people, the general public, to get in, I believe. They offer like organic foods. It's kind of like a place for local businesses to get together and promote each other and get their name out in the community. They reached out to us saying, we will provide you guys with a table in order to, I guess, network within that network, because they want us to work with them, not against them. So
Where and when?
Where and
Saturday the 22nd, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Will Hoyt Plaza parking lot is that location.
Local food stuff.
It's local, sustainable food.
$2 or a canned food item to get in.
It's $2 or a canned food item to get in is the admission price. They want to give us a booth there.
At the corner of Jefferson and Elm.
Jefferson and Elm? That's the location.
I got kind of a question for, like generally, she said that they were going to get magnets and stuff for Occupy 99%. At that booth, you also want, like, as a facilitator of the education committee, I could get like statistics that we could show people.
Yes.
Yes. It's just food for thought to think about, you know, because it's not easy raising donations if we're, you know, just protesting. And it's also a great way to maybe possibly bring our community to back to support us. Absolutely. Is by going out and possibly like, you know those houses that you see every once in a while in a neighborhood. It has like sticks, God, galore everywhere. And some of those people cannot help to clean out their yards, but we can donate and give away this wood for people who have fireplaces and ask for donations in return. Not sell them, but donate. You know what I'm saying?
We need a financial plan. Civil action.
Civil
we
action.
will have a civil action committee.
You know, selfless acts for donation.
We will.
You know,
We'll
see what I'm saying?
Good idea. We'll have one on site immediately because that we're within taking our civil action.
See right now.
Aye.
All opposed? Does anybody have any direct experience with organizing finances, with organizing?
No, I don't.
There you go.
Give it to the bean bag.
You don't give it no better than that. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
If you are interested in helping serve on the financial committee, what this is going to involve, 100% transparency. Books will always be open to anybody who asks for them.
I say
Put them
they
on
should
the
be
net.
posted open on the net.
Yeah, on the net.
Open even. We'll post them.
Posted online.
Yeah. If you're interested in helping with that, meet the hippie in the tie-dye. Janet.
Yeah. Thank you.
One thing I want to say, which I also was thinking about with Wall Street, is that mismanagement of money probably represents one of the greatest threats to the movement.
Yes, it does.
If they were to get a hold of any kind of mismanagement of money, Fox would run crazy with it.
Right.
So
It's got to be perfect, guys.
Brett, over here. Liz. Brett and then Brett.
We have the education outreach.
You got it?
Currently in existence, we have an education outreach committee responsible for educating our own group, as well as reaching out to other community groups, educating the populace about what we're about. We have a mission statement committee who's working on developing a mission statement for the entire group.
Do we need to vote on it again now it's been explained? Do we need to vote again now it's been explained?
Do we need?
No.
Do we have questions?
Still okay?
Anybody opposed?
Sit.
5 o'clock to MSU and back. Know the route. Maybe up Dawson, down there, and then down National back.
Okay. We got an announcement on this vote, and then
Free cancer, I'm not going to deny you.
The Direct
Smoke a pipe.
Action Committee normally meets at 5 o'clock at Phelps Grove Park. Education and Outreach, I'm sorry. So we're going to just probably going to need to move that meeting. I don't see Seth now, but...
I'm part of it, so I'll be sure to be part of it.
Well, anybody that wants to be, anybody that wants to be involved, we're going to have another meeting on Tuesday afternoon, 6 p.m. at Phelps Grove Park for the Education and Outreach Committee. So everybody knows that, so you can do both things.
Now this is going to be posted, right?
Yeah, we'll put it up on
These times and dates will be
Facebook.
posted in case you miss them now. Just letting you know.
Yeah. Do we have a schedule? Like an organized schedule posted somewhere? Like
Yes, I believe we do. On our Facebook, we have the announcements of every meeting that we plan to hold. Or general assembly.
There are links on the Facebook page to every committee, so you can click on that committee up from the main Facebook page, and you'll be able to see the post, and it'll be an easy thing to find.
Do we have a calendar?
No, I don't think so. Well, I can't speak to that. I'm not.
I can get one on 417 if we get some people to log in. Just log in and make a post on what you need. I'll get it put up on 417. Occupy 417.
I move that we end this general.
Second, is there a discussion?
Where is the bear paw?
It's for the General Assembly meeting.
Okay. Running.
The bear paw is right in the middle of town. Right in the middle of MSU, right in front of the flag of the student union.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right there by the student union.
Yeah, student union. Yeah. There we go. That helps.
So the bear paw.
I go to Missouri State, and I mean, as far as parking goes, like I can park there, but you all can't. So I mean, you're gonna have to park like a long way away, and then walk to the bear paw.
You can park west of campus, like on Madison Street,
Right,
Hampton Street, along that. You know, that's all public, and along the streets there.
But I'm just saying that because of like all those issues and the fact that I mean, there's like 60 people here. And the General Assembly last time was like 200. Those people aren't going to know. Well, I know it's going to be on Facebook, but
spread it around.
I just think that maybe like you might have small numbers. I don't know.
Why don't we handle it like this? If you want to march, show up at MSU at the bear paw and walk to the meeting. Why don't we just handle it like that? If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, don't.
At what time?
At 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Anybody absolutely beyond a shadow of a doubt opposed to that?
What about to solve the parking issue? Park at Phelps Grove Park, march up to MSU, and then back to Phelps Grove.
Yeah. I've got a simple question. It's been a long time since I've been a student at Missouri State or SMS. Is Bear's Paw, is that the Bear's Den?
It's right in front. It's where the bear statue is, right in front of the Placer Student Union.
Yeah.
In front of the bookstore.
The cafeteria. The food is.
Follow the smell.
Yeah.
Use your bear instinct.
Okay, so we are talking about meeting at the PSU, which is kind of in the middle of Missouri State. I was just thinking that if we're going to do that, we might want to talk to the president of the college and make sure that it's okay with him that we congregate in the middle of their school.
The bear paw is a free speech zone. You don't have to do that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Just checking. And if we do vote on it, should someone still let them know?
That is a possibility. Should we let somebody know that we might be congregating there?
I would like to address that.
Yes.
A bear paw is a free speech zone that the campus has designated, and you can meet there. If there's a space conflict, you would want that would be an issue that would be solved by letting safety and transportation know about this. And then, say, reserving that spot. Now, there are plenty of adjacent spaces that would be good for a temporary meeting spot if it happens to be occupied that are right next to it. So I don't think it would be a big issue. That said, I do believe that they should be contacted. Safety and transportation.
We're chronologically 1 week or 1 hour behind New York, but we're 3 weeks behind politically.